Capricorn, hello there, my friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early August 2021. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate you all. We're going to get it started right away with a couple of oracle cards here for you. So let's get one good shuffle here for Capricorn, please. My God, Spirit Team, talk to me. What do you got for Capricorn in early August? We'll look at these super quick, then we're going to get into the full tarot reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus spread with the Starseed Oracle to see what you need to hear from the universe. So there are many things for you to consider, my friends. Interesting that we have this card of spiritual advancement, spirit guides, with the reading we had last week. Interesting. And some complexity showing up as well. So we're going to talk about these really quickly. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Now, into this reading. This first card, you see the person. It seems as though they're being guided by spirit. You see the white birds and doves up there. Those are emblematical of spirit guides, the higher vibrational beings and such. And they're guiding this person along. So yes, that could speak about spiritual protection that's around you, or spirit guiding you down a very specific path. This is an extremely spiritual type of card, and I love it. It's very positive. However, we have this next card that is a little complex to me, and I'll explain to you why. You have this woman in the mirror and she's holding a mask, and there's multiple reflections. There's Russian dolls. So to me, whenever I see this card, I think of complex situations, maybe things not being what they seem, or just there's a lot of different energies going on, a lot of complex situations. Hopefully you're not dealing with any rough situations like that. But this is a card saying that, like, yeah, things might just have a lot of moving parts, a lot of cogs in the wheel moving around. So that doesn't make or break the reading. I always say that. We're going to get into tarot now, though. Let's shuffle it up one time here for Capricorn, please. My gods, talk to me. We'll get you 3 in the upright, then we will intuitively clarify what's going on with Capricorn. Please and thank you. Now, last week's reading was something about omens. I remember giving messages about possible number signs, getting signs from the universe, which makes sense with what we're seeing here. The week before that, we were talking about emotional talks of some kind. So we're going to see if those energies are persisting. They might be, they might not. It's always a little different. So communication or something coming at you really fast is showing up here. We have the 8 of Wands, which is one of the fastest moving cards, but coming out right with it was the Knight of Swords, another super, super fast moving card. We're going to get one more, though. There could be something coming at you fast. Okay, hopefully it's a good thing. We will clarify, pull more messages out of this. We have the Ace of Cups. How beautiful. So just as I was saying 2 weeks ago, there was a lot of emotion, possible emotional talks. Might be a similar energy, but we'll see. We're going to dive into this. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes before we get those juicier messages. In position number 1, we have the 8 of Wands. And the imagery is what it is. It's usually, it looks like arrows flying through the air. So this could be a card of communication, messages coming in, talks with people back and forth. So if you've been waiting on a communication of some kind, that could be coming towards you. But the reason I said something energetically is moving towards the Capricorn collective like a bat out of hell is because this super fast card coupled with the next one, the Knight of Swords. Okay? Could be news of some sort. But this Knight of Swords, it could be an air sign. You might be linked or tied to an air sign here. And fast moving, laser focused in on something. That's another thing. So there might be something you're really trying to focus in on. The only warning we have with this card is watch out for conflict, because although this is a fast moving, determined type of energy, it could have problems. It could like bump heads with people. So in this time, hopefully that's not something you're going to go through. But there's big action here. Huge energetic movement showing up right in the beginning. On the back end, though, we have the beautiful Ace of Cups. This is my favorite ace in the deck. All aces are opportunities. I say that whenever one pops out, but this one in particular is that of emotion. This could talk about your emotional state in general. So in my style of reading, when we clarify, it could talk about how you might be feeling emotionally in the coming days and weeks. It could be, once again, communication, emotional offers. This could talk about love situations, romance, so many different things. So you just apply it to your situation as needed. But if this is all action moving towards you and this Ace of Cups, I'd say that's an amazing thing. You might be receiving some good news in the coming days and weeks, and that is very positive and optimistic. So we're going to dive deeper now. We're going to jump in and clarify. Let's get one more good shuffle here for Capricorn, please. Thank you, my gods. Talk to me. What do we got for Capricorn? Okay, and my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research if you'd like. Rely on your base knowledge of tarot. Because as you know, all readings are about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. So if you could pull more messages out of this, beautiful. Let's see what's up with this 8 of Wands. Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay, you might be wanting to talk to somebody or someone wanting to speak to you, but them being a little nervous to do so. And I'll explain why. Whenever I see this Queen of Wands, if you're not tied with a fire sign, because that could just simply be the message, hopefully you're not having any verbal altercations with a fire sign. I see her as a card of self-confidence, how one feels about themselves. This is a card of aesthetic beauty as well. So showing up in reverse underneath this 8 of Wands, somebody might want to say something to you or speak to you, but they just don't have the gumption to do so. That's kind of the first intuitive vibe it's giving me. Okay, yeah, beware of the conflicts because we have the fire and air. That's possible combustion or passion, one or the other. But I do have a feeling someone might want to talk to you or you might want to talk to someone and they're just lacking a little confidence in doing so. However, there is big energetic movement. There's big action in general. I'm not saying you're watching this for romance. You might just be watching this for entertainment purposes, which is all good. But there is action. There's a lot of energy moving towards Capricorn. And it feels optimistic thus far. So we're going to go in on this Knight of Swords, the fastest moving knight in the deck. See what he is about. So why is this Knight of Swords here? What's coming towards Capricorn? Yeah, it could even be a person or people coming at you for sure. What is this? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. We have the 5 of Cups under this Knight of Swords. I would caution you to take your time in whatever endeavors you're going through right now. As I already said, if you're going through romantic things, romantic issues, slow and steady. Don't rush anything. If it's a business thing, a work thing, don't rush anything. Don't allow anyone to rush you either, because this 5 of Cups, this river of tears, you might be tied to someone who's hurting a little bit. I still feel that positivity moving throughout this spread, that overall there's good positive energies coming in. But you need to know someone might come at you with a few gripes, okay? There's going to be an interesting or a serious type of talk for sure. Because when I get the 5 of Cups, aside from being sadness, I feel like it's strong emotions or it's something that is of a very serious nature. You see the imagery on this card. It can't be mistaken. So with all the stuff we have going on in here, there might be some very serious discussions coming your way for sure. Serious talks, conversations. We're going to go in on this Ace of Cups. Then I'll give you a quick recap before we get your bonus spread. So why is this Ace of Cups here for Capricorn, please? What do we got? What do we got for my friends? Absolutely a different flavor from what we had last week, I'll say that. Okay, we have the Fool in reverse. You might be tied to an Aries here with the Fool. Now, when we see the Fool in reverse, I tend to think of things that have happened in the past. And in the beginning here, I said someone might be lacking a little confidence. That's the same thing I'm feeling here once again, is there might be one or multiple people involved in your life or your situation that need a little shot in the arm. They need a little confidence booster, a little optimism. They might need to hear that everything's going to be okay. When I see the Fool in the upright, I think of happiness, jovialness, someone like willing to move into the next cycle, which is still a possibility, but I feel like I need to deliver the message of that of confidence. Now, I know Capricorn isn't a sign that lacks confidence whatsoever, but this could just be someone in your sphere of influence that is really feeling a little down about themselves. That's the intuitive vibe it's giving me. However, as I've been saying the whole entire reading, even though we have these little warnings, these little stipulations, the seriousness, I feel overall the energy is positive. This could be the energy of somebody healing emotionally as well. So we got that dual message. Nice emotional healing. Okay, so we're going to go through a quick recap before we get your bonus spread. If you kindly look down in the box, in position number 1, we have the 8 of Wands with the Queen of Wands in reverse. Right next to it is that Knight of Swords, the fiery combustion of air and fire. There might be someone wanting to talk to you, but they're lacking the confidence to do so. Aside from that, beware of conflicts with any fire signs you have in your life, because that's a possibility. But someone really might want to catch your ear about something. That's what I'm really feeling. In the center, we have the Knight of Swords with the 5 of Cups in the upright. Once again, the speaking, someone you're tied to might be hurting a little bit, but the main message I feel here is that of a very serious conversation being had. or there's the possibility for that. If you've been wanting to talk to someone, have a conversation with them, this is like somebody laying down the law, saying what it is. On the back end, we have the Ace of Cups with the Fool showing up in reverse. Once again, that little self-confidence being an issue. So you need to hear, or maybe you need to tell somebody that, listen, you are enough. Everything is going to be okay. It is good possible emotions as well, because I feel like it could be emotional healing. So if there is a serious conversation of some kind, that might be very healing to you emotionally in the coming days and weeks. So we're going to get your bonus spread out here real quick. Simple message, my friends. We're going to shuffle it up one time here for Capricorn. What do they need to hear from the universe? My gods, talk to me. And I always like to end every reading off with this. It's a great cherry on top. And I'll give you the intuitive and literal meanings here. What do we got for Capricorn? What does Capricorn need to hear, please? Okay, both cards popped out at the same time. Interesting. Okay, we have jump in. And we have I'm sorry. So just as we were speaking about a possible serious conversation, maybe someone's coming at you with an apology. That's a big possibility. But we'll talk about these one at a time. Jump in, action, similar to the Eight of Wands and the Knight of Swords, movement. This could be the universe asking you to make a move of some kind or take an action of some kind. This is good possibilities that if you do something or complete a certain task, there could be great benefits to be had. There are literal rainbows within this card, so I feel like a happy ending here with this. Do it. That's kind of the energy, like, do it. And it says on the card, adventure, say yes to change. Life is all about change. Sometimes it's for the worse, sometimes it's for better, but there's only one way to find out, my friends, and that's by jumping in. Now, as we move to this second card, it is straight up on its face. The message is what it is. It says, I'm sorry. And you see the imagery there. It looks like someone's sad, similar to the Five of Cups. So maybe there is someone out there that feels like they owe you an apology. Maybe you feel like you owe someone an apology. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with saying I'm sorry. Okay, and as I said within the reading itself, whatever serious conversation could be had might have emotional healing involved. This feels good to me. Literally on the bottom, it says defenselessness, righting past wrongs, and uprooting. So once again, the theme of change, the theme of action. And if someone is wanting to apologize to you, you can accept it or not. That's really up to you, depending on your history with an individual. But this is also a warning sign from the universe not to hold on to guilt for too long as well. So we have an interesting message here to end this reading. And Capricorn, that's what I have for you. So don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Gilded Tarot Royale. It's one of my most favorite decks out there, and it's gorgeous. So if you'd like to get your name in for the running, you only need to do 2 things. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments, if I could grant you any one wish, what would it be? You'll be entered to win, and at the end of August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, thank you so much, and I'll see you next time.